Excited to be in Seattle and not sleepless, we made our way up First Avenue in search of the famous Pike Place Market. So with a coffee in hand, we crossed the street to Pike's Place. And there it was, larger than life. As I take that first photo, I can hear a familiar singing and shouting. Sure enough, it was the fish market right there. Just as you imagine. Crowds were gathered around, staff were interacting with people buying fish, or just interacting for fun. Fish were flying.
How about a TK? How about a TK? How about a TK?
Fish throwing is actually a functional way of getting the fresh fish from the ice back to the fishmonger, who actually cleans and fillets the fish when you order it. Adding play to this and a sense of fun and lightheartedness, that keeps the crowd enthralled for hours. Jason explains this to a customer.
But that was just a way to make things more efficient, make things move faster and help customers. Things kind of, as the success of the business increased, we kind of had to evolve as a company to be able to help people and engage with people. And the fish throwing was just an accident.
Talking to Jason at the front about what it means to work here, he described his passion for the business and didn't mention fish once. It's so much more than selling fish. It's a way of connecting with people and the customers, and more importantly, with each other. Heart to heart, person to person. Most of the staff have been with the company for a long time. Some have only ever worked for the company and have no desire to go anywhere else. When I asked about new staff, Jason said they promised the newbies that they will do everything that they can to get them to be the best fishmonger that they can be. Sometimes that will be short, fast instructions when the pressure is on, and other times it will be more in-depth instructions, but all with the aim of helping you become the best that you can be. Jason says not everyone likes the environment. It's not for everyone, and that's okay. They want people who fit the culture. And there's no judgment if you don't fit. The longtime owner, Johnny, retired at 78 years of age. He handed the business over to his 4 executives to own and run. Sam, one of the 4, described how this was a carefully considered decision by all to ensure that the legacy of what has become world famous for customer connection and leadership continues on.
20 odd years ago, just like a regular tourist, we saw something really move and change. And since he was in the business of writing motivational pictures and videos and whatnot, so he pitched it to us, oh my goodness, it changed everybody, us and them. And one worldwide, the hospital. Yeah, so it's time to reconnect with John.
And how do you make it stick? So I understand the original owner has 3 spots.
Who told you that? Oh my goodness, man, the world travels fast. It's okay.
And you're the new, so it's been transferred.
So he owned it since 1965. He finally retired at the beginning of this month, 2018.
So how long?
78. He literally gave, this is his baby.
Yeah.
And he trusted me enough, and the other guys are bought with me, trusted him enough.
To hold the truth.
We know that we're not gonna, the legacy will live on.
That's so important. I mean,
Johnny's section of the relay race was finished. He had left the race in a much better place than when he had started. Now, in handing the baton to Sam, Jason and co, there's a sense of humbleness and honour in ensuring that they continue the relay race and continue to make the race better than when they started. Sam is one of those 4, and he was kind enough to spend some time with me sharing how they are reconnecting with Charterhouse with the aim of revamping the 20-year-old fish video. They have a new goal: peace and prosperity for all people whose idea has come. That goal was set right before 9/11 happened in New York.
As I understand it, the goal is to have
But there's a new goal now.
what's the new goal?
Goal is peace and prosperity for all
Yeah.
whose idea has come. You know when we did that goal?
Yeah.
9/11 happened. But don't take out as a negative. Things happen for a reason.
Make it better.
So 2011 up to now, there's some changes that we didn't have in 2011. Correct? So you take the good and the bad. So when you proclaim something and you decide something, it might have a negative effect, but don't take that as it's not working.
No.
That's the way it's supposed to be. You know that phrase, there's no accident in life? No
Make something good out of it.
Yeah. So this whole transformation that us owning it. So I have 3 more business partners. Sam, Jason, Anders, and Reese. I've been here, this is my 33rd year. Jason has been here all his life, basically like this fish market though. Jason's about 20, 25, but he was literally the original. His mom worked here. He worked with Johnny when he was 12.
Sam described how they could have let this derail their goal or make it even more meaningful. He aptly reminds me there are no accidents in life. He also says 4 owners has the potential for suicide.
In the business world, 1 owner is the best, 2 owners kind of, it's okay, 3 owners is vital, 4 owners is insane. Suicide, yeah. But we're going to move them along.
Yep.
As long as we all have our weaknesses and strengths.
Yeah. If you stick to those 4 philosophies, you'll be fine.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree.
That's awesome.
But as you can see, they are determined to use the philosophy of being there for each other and making each other's day to ensure that they continue to be successful and run the next section of the race well. When visiting such a famous place, one must buy some fish. A gorgeous young man was handing out smoked salmon. It was good. Find us a small piece, I said. One we could have for our dinner. This is what happened.
Salmon candy!
30.49 for this piece. Do you guys want me to wrap it up?
We're going to just take it home and eat it tonight. So what's your name?
I'm Sean.
You're on video.
Awesome.
Hi, Sean.
Hi, guys.
Thanks for doing our fish. How long have you been here, Sean?
I've been here for about half a year.
Half a year? You like it?
Sam was so passionate and so gracious with his time. This had nothing to do with fish and all to do with connecting with people. Heart to heart, making their day. It will be interesting to see what these guys do to take this to the next level. I know I'll be watching out for it.
Thank you so much. It's awesome. And, thank you. And thank you for spending that time with us. That's awesome. Enjoy the read. Share it with your team.
Yes.